Okay, runners, so today what I'm going to do is show you how I've been taping my plantar fascia. I've had plantar fasciitis since February 2013, so I've dealt with it for nearly an entire year now, and I had a really successful season in 2013. So you can train through this injury provided that you're taping it correctly and that you're looking after it, icing, stretching, massage, anti-inflammatories where required. So what I'm about to show you is just one of the ways that you can do it. Now there's heaps of ways to do it, and if you've got any questions, you're best off seeing your physio or health professional. Obviously the advice that I'm giving here is just runner to runner. So here we go, this is the way that I do it, and I've been doing it for a little while. Okay, so to start with, you're going to need 1 foot and 1 lot of sports tape. So the sports tape that I use, just Elastoplast rigid strapping tape. If you're going to use other brands, just make sure that it's not a elastic version. It needs to be a rigid version, okay, because we want to provide support here. We don't want too much flex in the tape. Alright, so to start off, you want to make sure your foot's nice and clean and dry, otherwise nothing's going to stick to it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create 1 anchor point that is going to go across the top of the foot and underneath the foot here, making sure that it doesn't protrude onto the bottom of your forefoot here, because you want to make sure that you've got the flexibility there. So where it flexes, just straight underneath that point, over the top, around the other side. Okay, that's 1 anchor. The second anchor we're going to do is going to be half under the foot, half on the side of the foot. It's going to go from the top of this piece of tape around the back of your heel and then up the other side. So the key with the anchors is not to make them super tight, right? Because there's going to be other layers going on here. So you notice that my anchor here that I'm doing goes underneath the arch here on the side of the foot, but when it comes to the heel, I'm pretty much just going straight around the back of the heel. I'm not going half under. But as soon as I get onto this other side, it's half and half again. Half under, half on the side. Okay, so that's our base anchors done. Now what we want to do is we want to create a crossover. Again, from that flex point, we want to go from the inside front of the foot to the outside of the heel, from the outside front of the foot to the inside of the heel. Alright, we want the 2 pieces to cross just north of where your plantar fascia inserts into the heel. Okay, so you don't want it right over the sore spot or right over the heel, you want it just in front, and likewise you don't want it too far up. Okay, and another. Okay, you'll see I'm just positioning that so that I get my crossover point right, so it's not over the heel, it's just in front of where the plantar fascia inserts. Okay, alright, now all we want to do is do the same thing again, but we want to fill up the gaps here. So we want to do another piece, and then another piece, and then if you wanted, you could do another 2 on top of that. Okay, it just depends on how much support you need and how much pain you're in and how much pain you're getting. So I mean, I started with 2, and 2's been fine for me. 2 lots of this crossover. Okay, so as you can see, we've filled in the gaps there. Alright, that's basically it. All we need to do now is just anchor off again. So it's the same anchoring around the sides, and then another piece over the top and around the bottom. So again, with the anchors, don't make them too tight, otherwise you'll cut off the circulation to your foot. Okay, you see I made that one a bit short, so that's fine, that's no issue, you just top it up. It's not going to affect the taping at all, really. Alright, and then just one more over to finish everything off. that perfect timing right at the end of the tape. So again, you just want to make sure you don't make that too tight. That's it, we're done. So you've got your anchors around the side and across there, and you've got your crossovers. That's going to provide the support to your plantar fasciitis, your plantar fascia, and that should help relieve the symptoms of the plantar fasciitis. Now this is not for arch support, this is just for the plantar fascia. There's another way that you can do it that is for arch support, and if you want, I can put a video up about that later. Okay team, so there you have it. That's how I strap my plantar fascia. Now that's gotten me through Kokoda, Alice Springs 60k, Kara to Duramba 50k, North Face 50, a number of different races, marathons, and all my training that I've been doing. So it's definitely a good way to go. Like I said before, this is not medical advice, so contact your physio if you haven't done already. I mean, the first thing I did when I got this injury was went straight to see a physio, but this is just one of the ways that you could strap it. Okay, good luck and happy running.